Hello and welcome to my next video where we will discuss two wonders, which is one good wonder and one not so good or maybe bad wonder. We will start off this video by taking a look at the two legendary world wonders, first of which will be the Temple of Artemis. The Temple of Artemis was a magnificent place of worship in the city of Ephesus in present-day Turkey, dedicated to Artemis, the Greek goddess of the hunt. Although earlier destroyed and rebuilt, it was completed in its most famous phase around 550 BCE under the Achaemenid dynasty of the Persian Empire. It was rebuilt again several centuries later and endured into the end of the 4th century CE. It is considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The temple was described by Philo of Byzantium. I have seen the walls and hanging gardens of ancient Babylon, the statue of Olympian Zeus, the Colossus of Rhodes, the mighty work of the high pyramids, and the tomb of Mausolus. But when I saw the temple at Ephesus rising to the clouds, all these other wonders were put in the shade. The temple became a worship center for people of all faiths from many lands, including a sect of Ephesians who worshipped Cybele, the Greek Earth Mother goddess. It was also known as the Temple of Diana, the equivalent Roman goddess to Artemis. The temple was said to be a fantastic structure made of marble with gold and silver decorations and the finest art and statuary of the age. It was burned down on July 21st, 356 BCE by agents of a man called Herostratus, who reportedly sought worldwide fame by destroying the world's most beautiful buildings. It was later rebuilt several times. Its ultimate destruction occurred at the hand of a Christian mob led by Saint John Chrysostom, then Archbishop of Ephesus, in 401 CE. In-game, we get Temple of Artemis as the legendary wonder. You can get this legendary wonder through invention page if you go to Wonders of the Ancient World. Now, this wonder is one of the best military wonders you can have, as well as Abu symbol, because this wonder boosts the most important part of any army in this game, which are archers. Now, this wonder, for itself, it's a temple, but it synergizes with the statue wonders like all proper military wonders. And also, as the base, it gives a certain percent of boost to your archers, starting with 5%, ending with, like all of these type of wonders do, 18.3% of boost. Now also, this wonder gives us a worker, which is also very good because you can never get enough of workers, and in particular this wonder gives you 1 worker each time after a certain level. At the level 30, you will get a maximum of 4 workers from this wonder. Now, as you see, the base damage on the level 19 of my Artemis, it's 15.3%, but the boost from active statues is always more decent because it provides you like 4% for each statue active, so you can faster accumulate even more damage boost through your statue synergy. Now, this wonder goes well in the combo if you use a lot of statue active wonders, and as your archers are backbone of the army and they do the most damage, you want to have this wonder as fast as possible in the game, just to boost up your military so you would not have any problems progressing through war campaign map or alliance treasure hunt. Now, as a temple, it gives synergy only with those of production wonders, like the wonders who produce certain amount of goods, for example Forbidden City, which requires active temple to give you more goods per day, which is kinda useless, but it's a synergy either way. The same goes for Cheops Pyramid, because Cheops Pyramid also requires temple to produce more goods of previous era. Now, this is kinda useless, so considering it's a temple, you will not use its temple synergy anywhere, but you're gonna use statues when using it just to boost the Artemis itself. So this wonder is actually outstanding from that perspective. Whatever you do, if you're early game, you struggle in battles, one of the first legendaries you want to get, because the battles are hard if you don't have wonders, is gonna be the Temple of Artemis. We can of course argue between Abu Simbel and Temple of Artemis, but as I said, archers, first of all, they survive the longest, therefore they do the most damage, and therefore you need them boosted as high as possible. Of course, comparing to wonders like Abu Simbel, which boosts damage to all of your troops, this might not sound as good, but it also gives you workers, which is nice, and it synergizes with statue to get more boost of damage to your archers, which is actually outstanding. So preferably you would have this at level 9, and then you will have no problems ever in any kind of battle. If you go with it higher, of course, your life in this game gets a lot easier. Next wonder we're gonna talk about is Sherwood Forest. Sherwood Forest is Robin Hood's realm. Folklore say that he and his merry men lived in the forest playing games and practicing archery while evading the Sheriff of Nottingham. Stories suggest that they even slept in the hollow trunk of the largest tree, the Major Oak. Robin Hood has drawn people to Sherwood Forest for generations. Sherwood became a royal hunting forest after the Norman invasion of 1066 and was popular with many Norman kings, practically King John and Edward I. The ruins of King John's hunting lodge can still be seen near the Nottinghamshire village of King's Clipstone. In the 1200s, popularity thought to be the time of the Robin Hood, Sherwood covered about 100,000 acres, a fifth of the entire country of Nottinghamshire. The main London to York Road, the Great North Way, ran straight through Sherwood, and travellers were often at the mercy of robbers living outside the law. In the game, we get this wonder as the legendary wonder, and I must say straightforward that this is one of the worst wonders in the game, probably the worst one. First of all, because it boosts as the base the health points of your archers. Now, why would you want to boost health to your archers? Archers are usually standing behind your army, just shooting arrows at the enemy. They never fight on the front lines, they almost never get any damage, so there is practically no point in boosting their health. Now, as all the other fortress wonders, this wonder requires other fortress wonders to boost health. But as we all know, health wonders are not good at this game at the moment because his boost is too low and is just not worth your while, especially if it is for the archer. Now, as the third thing, this wonder can provide a chest which gives you either research points, either goods which you can produce at your workshops like wardrobes, peppers, wheels, and stuff like that. So if you randomly acquired it at a random, because I believe no one is pursuing this on purpose, you can use it once per day. For example, when an alliance treasure hunt starts, you can use it while you do your first 5 battles, and then you collect this chest just for some small extra boost. But the chest itself is also quite weak considering this wonder is legendary. Here is a serious question: if the wonder would be rare, it would be okay to have it just for that chest, but legendary, considering firstly the amount of goods, research points and everything else you would need to level it up, the amount of orbs you would need to get it because it's a legendary, is just not worthwhile. It's just too much for practically nothing. This wonder would be better off being rare in this game, because with the stats like this, giving health to archers, which is first of all useless, and then also giving quite a weak chest, is just pointless. Now at the max level, this wonder would give you 9.1% of health boost, but it's still nothing, especially because this is for archers. But even though if it wouldn't be for archers, it's still very low health boost. About the synergy, this is a nature wonder and you can use it to synergize with Pisa, because Pisa will lower the time needed to acquire research points. If you have any other nature wonders active. Still, you will not feel it because it's just gonna be like 2-3 minutes lower time. That makes getting a Sherwood just for that very, very useless. On the other hand, you can use it to boost other wonders which boost health because they require fortress, but the boost for health is so low that it's actually useless. So from my opinion, this wonder is relatively worst in the game because you never want to have health boost to your archers, and nor you want this chest because it's very weak overall, especially towards the end game. There are far better wonders you can pursue in the great empires like Chichen Itza, for example, which will give a decent damage boost to your archers. If you really need that nature wonder synergy for example, your Pisa Tower, there are far better wonders you can use like Yggdrasil. You can even use Hanging Gardens at least to produce more food for the same amount of time, but this wonder is just so bad. But let us make like few points why. First of all, health boost to archers, that's very useless. Secondary bonus, generating synergy with the fortresses, provide more health boost to archers. Why would we need that? Third would be the chest, which gives other RP, other workshops, productions. You produce from your workshops a lot more daily, and it's just not needed for some like 60 peppers more per day. It's not worth your while. So from my opinion, avoid this wonder. Never go for it on the promotion week until it gets a rework or something changes in that matter, because this wonder would be okay if it would be rare, but legendary, no, this wonder just can't be legendary. Now on this note, I thank you all for watching. If you get any questions about these two wonders, feel free to ask me in the comments, maybe I missed something. And once again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you on my next video.